shoots, fruit shoots, tips, whatever, tomato, shoots. Just check these out. Little tips. These are on the plums. Notice it's a bit brighter. Alright, did you get it? Gary is incredibly zealous. In the early spring, I was doing this a lot when he was jumping on my leg and, just teething. They get extra manic and crazy, and it's just all teeth and claws, and they are so cute, so you don't strangle the life out of them, right? But I just get on a ladder, get up here, and start eating shoots, tipping these trees, and let them chill out a bit. Another one, see how that's a bit red on those tips? I'm just eating the very, very tip. Okay. Yeah, easy. And so they're really, really easy to eat because they're really soft when they're on the end like that. These leaves, down here where that's a big, proper, older leaf, it's gonna be kind of rough on the guts, but these little shoots and tips, it's really, really soft. I could just kind of crush that real easy. It's a lot easier on the digestion. Cool. And also, I'm assuming is good, presuming, whatever. It's got to be good for digestion, right? Because it's bitter, very bitter. That's just kind of a general sort of rule of thumb that bitters are good for digestion. Helpful. There's a lot of them in nature. We got to get back into the bitters. You got to kind of seek the bitters out or get into it. So we're hardwired to seek sugars and fats and oils. They're not usually in abundance, but some of these now tarts and bitters, gotta get into it. It's good to have. My digestion needs all the help it can get. Also just life force. Look how bright and shiny, they're like vibrant. They get kind of red, they almost look like a poison oak or something when they're coming out, when they're sprouting. A lot of things get that different colors in the shoots and the sprouts, and those, like a willow, they light up all different colors before they leaf out. So what's exactly in all of them, I don't know. I've been figuring out, getting more into that this year, just all the fruit tree leaves. Grow them for the fruit, right? Because they're fruit trees. And this year, we didn't get any. The bugs just got them all, especially on these plums. These black ants they're just intense. Bugs tend to get them, but that's probably good. I don't really need fruit this year anyway. What I do need is a bunch of bitter greens. So what at first seemed like a bit of a failure and disappointment, on reevaluation seems more like nature just giving me exactly what I needed and not what I didn't. There's something like that. I've been figuring that out this year. I feel like the plums, been eating the plums, the plua, and the apples. Apples are real soft and easy. I don't feel like the peaches would be good. There's something about that sticky oil when I clip them. I don't feel like they want to be eaten. But the apple shoots are real nice. And now I'm wondering about the mulberries too, because the deer are really into that. You know, they kind of come through and they do that. They kind of come through and tip stuff and prune it. And so also, you're helping the plant. What are you doing? What are you digging? What you digging for? I don't know. You're good at it though. This guy just wants to dig the same spot. I don't know why. Needs to be a hole there. So, yeah, nature animals kind of come through in the springtime and eat a lot of the shoots. Again, while they're tender and small, they're easy to eat. Lots of good life force. And so I'm wondering about the mulberries because the deer are into that. And they also come through and they'll eat the apples and stuff. These plums are a bit hard to get to. But so I've been trimming them down quite a bit too. Show you these. This guy, why are you digging that hole? Always gotta dig this one hole right here. So like this is the same, this is a plum. I haven't trimmed this one in a while. And it's getting all these long straight shoots on it. And so this is the same tree. And you just do that long and straight. And they'll just shoot up like that. They'll get heavy with fruit and lean over someday. This one, maybe you can see there's a lot of these lighter tips. I cut it back and it's sending out new shoots. Let's just get up in this one a little. Yeah, that's a nice vibrant red shoot. Thank you. Oh yeah, that one, that's a good one. Where's that camera? Where's the camera? Yeah, there it is. That's a good one. It's kind of what I'm going for. And even these younger leaves, they'd be easier. That's usually what you're looking for when you're eating stuff like this, like a tree leaf. You're gonna want the little shoots are a lot easier. Even like pine needles, you get them tiny and bright green when they just start sprouting. That's the absolute best. Really, really soft, really high vitamin C. And like I said, I don't know what's going on with these, but food stuff. Hey, that's cool. Big old salad. And so these apples I was eating too, I haven't trimmed them, but they're getting all these weird bugs on them. Not actually sure what that's about. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know what those are. The ants looked like they were attacking them. They're like attacking all the little tiny bugs. I'm about to get serious attacking the ants back or something. Anyway, I'm gonna trim these off, trim off those shoots. You gotta check them out. These apples have been getting weird. And it's like something else has been eating the shoots, or they just haven't been sending out shoots. So I'll tip them again. It's the end of summer, so usually, springtime, fall, things are growing more. Summertime, they would be making fruit. But right now, everything's just making leaves, and so that's great. I mean, what a bunch of greens. If you can grow a bunch of fruit trees that don't fruit or bugs get them or whatever, who cares? Like, that's a really tiny apple tree, but that's like the fattiest salad green. If that's a salad green that's part of your backyard buffet, like, wow, that's awesome. You know, a lot of people, they do like the dolmas with grape leaves and apparently fig leaves too, although I'm wary of those because of the latex. Gotta look into that and see. I feel like these apples and plums are more recognized as edible. I'm gonna look into that some more too and figure out what a good thing to know. Even if they don't have fruit, there's a bunch of salad greens for you. A lot of them are gonna do better if they're cooked, especially if they're older. And speaking of, I might just make a video about these again. Ah, yeah, little figs. The best ever. This is the first one to make figs in years. Awesome. And that's not ready, but maybe when it is, I'll be ready to eat it. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look into these peaches. They seem extra. I'm just wary about those ones. I don't really feel like eating them. Well, we gotta figure that out. We're like surrounded by food. Let's figure it out. What's up with these mulberry leaves? They might be good. It's related to the noni. You know, people call it the beach noni, or the beach mulberry is the noni. Maybe that'll be, maybe that's a part of it, because pretty much all of a noni is useful. So maybe these mulberries too, and yeah, the deer's been chowing on those ones. Yeah, I gotta check into that one some more. They like all kinds of stuff, and the elms and the flowers, and they're pretty great. This guy's kind of keeping them at bay. So that's nice to kind of, I tend to get these when I'm here. This year I've been here more. I tend to get them in the spring early, and then they grow a lot. And it's nicer. I've been meaning to, and I've done a bit better at cutting those big shoots. The more I cut off those shoots, the more I trim them back, the thicker they get down lower, and the denser the foliage and the trunk, and you know, the root system's gonna be thicker if this guy doesn't dig them up. What are you doing, dude? Why that hole there, huh? What's your deal? What is it? Maybe the roots are useful. I don't know. This guy's always digging under the roots here. What is the deal? So that makes things easier too as you're going. If you just stay on it and get it while it's small, stay on it when it's small, the more you tip them, the more they're gonna split out. Every time you tip them, they're gonna be splitting out. And so that's gonna help the tree. The more you eat them, the more there'll be. And that also makes that a smaller job if you just stay on it. So instead of coming in here and cutting out these branches, just taking a little tip while it's tiny, and then you just got more little tips, and it's less of a chore. You know, it's a chore to come out and prune the orchard and whatever, but if you're coming out and harvesting breakfast while you're tossing this guy the ball or wrestling, whatever, just being a chew toy. Wait. So that's gonna make that easier. One of those things, it's nice if the chore, the job you're doing is also harvesting fresh food. Makes it easier on the soul, and you know, all that. And the body, it's good for your body. It's good for everything, huh? It's good for everything. Like a puppy. Good for everything. You got anything to add? Also, this guy, I mean, he's way into it when I'm trimming those shoots too. Then he's on compost. patrol. You just toss those sticks down those chutes, and they're great, especially for a teething puppy. You know, we need stuff softer the better. Drag those things around the yard. That's fun for everyone. And this guy will shred them, help add them to the compost and mulch. Good part of the crew. Yeah, you're the best. Alright. Alright, we're done here. Shoots. Going crazy.